So as I'm making this video, everyone's pretty much at home. We're in the middle of a coronavirus epidemic. Most places of businesses have closed and everyone's really practicing social distancing and washing their hands and stuff. So considering I have nothing better to do, I figured I'd take this time to finally teach others about my favorite card game called Yu-Gi-Oh! And the way I'm going to teach you guys, I'm going to break it up into parts. So the first two parts are going to talk about the main deck, the main deck monsters in this case. The next two parts are going to talk about the spells and the traps, and then we're going to get into the actual layout of the field and stuff like that. So, right now, I'm just going to explain to you the parts of the monster and some of the different kinds of monsters that you find in your main deck. Now, first off, keep in mind that the main deck consists of a maximum of 60 cards. You can have a minimum of 40, maximum of 60. So as I teach you guys through this, if you guys get interested in the game, the way people normally build their decks is like 30 monsters, 10 spells, 10 traps if you're going 40. Maybe increase those numbers if you're building a 60 card. But enough of that, we're going to talk about the monsters. So the monster I've got in front of you right now, it's called Woodborg and Pachi. It's a fire attributed monster, and it's level 5. So I'm just going to point out the parts of the monster for you guys first. So obviously at the top you have the name. In the corner next to the name, you have the attribute of the monster. There are 6 attributes. It's dark, earth, light, fire, water, wind, and divine. Uh, Underneath the name and attribute, you have these stars. These stars represent the levels of monsters. The levels indicate what it takes to summon that monster. So Woodborg and Pachi is level 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the way the summoning works is simple. Monsters that are level 1 through 4, meaning they have 1 or 4 stars, you can summon them to the field normally. You only get 1 normal summon per turn. Uh, Monsters that are level 5 and 6, you need to tribute 1 monster. Once again, 1 normal summon per turn, so tribute summoning counts as your normal summon to bring out this monster. And then finally, monsters that are level 7 or above, you need 2 tributes to get out that monster. And that would be your 1 normal summon for the turn. Then, at the bottom, you have the attack of your monster, as well as the defense of your monster. We'll get more about attack and defense later. And then, over here, the bolded words, that's the typing of the monster. There are 24 different types, which I will read off. There's Dragon, Spellcaster, Warrior, Beast Warrior, Beast, Sideverse, Dinosaur, Aqua, Fish, Fiend, Zombie, Sea Serpent, Pyro, Psychic, Rock, Thunder, Fairy, Plant, Machine, Divine Beast, Winged Beast, Reptile, Worm, and Insect. All these different type variations and these different attributes come out with different unique decks. And now that's out of the way, let's talk about what type of monster Woodborg and Pachi is specifically. There are normal monsters and then there are effect monsters. Woodborg and Pachi, if he was an effect monster, he would normally have a slash next to his typing saying effect. But he's not, he's a normal monster. And normal monsters don't have anything special about them, but they're normally monsters that have high attack and high defense. And the text in their box is normally just like a little lore behind the monster, some sort of Pokedex entry, something like that. So I'm going to introduce you to the effect monster real fast. Green Turtle Summoner. This is an effect monster. Ignore the flip part, I'll explain that in a second. This is an effect monster. Effect monsters have special abilities. Sometimes they work when the monster is brought to the field. Sometimes it works when the monster is destroyed on the field. Sometimes it works if you discard the monster from your hand. But either way, every monster has a different effect in some way or the other. Green Turtle Summoner's ability, specifically, is that basically it gets to target one card on the field and destroy it. But that's about it for that one. And then finally, to end our monster talk for the day, we're gonna go into Gemini monsters. Gemini monsters will have Gemini next to the type, which is warrior, Gemini soldier, and Gemini monsters are basically monsters that read the fine line between normal monsters and effect monsters. When you bring them out to the field at first, they're normal monsters, so they have nothing special about them except maybe their attack and defense. However, if you summon it again, meaning that you use your normal summon that turn to summon it again, you bring out, you'll be able to make it so that it becomes an effect monster with a specifically read ability. I'm not going to read Gemini Soldier's ability, but let's just say, for the sake of it, that it's destroy one monster on the field. Simple as that. So that ends the talk about monsters. In the next video, we'll talk about some more of the main deck monsters, not the main deck monsters, but the side deck monsters to give you a sneak peek of what I'm talking about. We're going to be talking about these monsters that go in the extra deck, and I'll go into more information about that in the next video. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, and let me know if you have questions, and let me know how I can make my videos better.